Hi. Talking on coffee. Um, no queens. I mean, yes, I'm there. So yes, obviously. What are you asking? But it would be too long to say I look into the realms of the mod kings and queens. Like, it's gonna be weird. So, just slurping the coffee. How are you? What's up? You may have noticed that we're starting on my desktop now. That's not gonna be a common thing. Uh, I've been better, but getting there. Getting there. What else? Yeah, no, I was actually sleeping just now, and I just, I was like, I woke up at one point and I was like, okay, I know I want to stream today, but I want to do something different. And not too different, mind you, but as in like for my intro. And I was like, what would be a cool way to handle it, and what should I do? And even though it's not really cool, um, I thought I should show you like how my updating progress goes. And to that end, we have this beautiful thing here. So all these are stuff that I'm going to have to install. It's stuff that needs to go in here. And then, just replace their previous versions. Yeah, all this shit. Yeah. It's gonna be something, okay? Dude, some good things though that I noticed is that that guy with the bath mode, dude. I don't know if it's because of me. Part of me wants to say it's because of me. Be a little bit conceited. But like, he went and made the barrel a bit bigger, and he added stairs to go in and out of the bath. So I found that very interesting because that guy, he was like, when I was like suggesting a few things to him on his mods page on Nexus, he was like, nah, nope, nothing's gonna change. You go on and do it yourself. You hear? And I was like, yeah, but like maybe just since you're doing it, like do it right. And he was like, nah, I don't fucking care. You go and edit it. But now there we are, and he even fixed the water so it's gonna look less junky in there in the barrel, because indeed he had added some filters or something, and I told him and he was like, no, that's your problem, it's like the water on your end is kind of fucked. And I was like, nope, it's not. Anyway, so that's changing. A new food and drink system as well. I'm gonna try it, so we're gonna test it. Mind you, they're not in yet, right? I'm still going through the list. So I finished. I'm in currently testing right now. So I've finished like, I don't know, 200 mods or something already checked for updates. The results of which are like here, as I said. And I've got all this to go through, which is I'd say about, I don't know, another 300 probably, another 200 something. Who the fuck knows? I don't want to think I don't want to think about the numbers because I'm gonna go dizzy and then I'm gonna be like, nah, I'm not doing it. Bye. But like, yeah, you just take it easy, go through the list. Um, I considered going anniversary edition, but it's just not worth it. And already, like, having reached combat and gameplay, I could see that some things are missing. And so if I were to go to anniversary edition, I would be missing some stuff. And so I don't think it's worth it. I mean, most everything is actually updated for special edition, so there's no reason really. And those that aren't are like some super minor mods that I honestly don't give a fuck about. All the important ones are updated, so for SC I mean as well. You know, some tweaks, some fucking papyrus stuff, some J containers, like all of the cool stuff is up to date. So yeah. Well, so yeah, that means I am going to update, obviously, if that wasn't clear enough. I'll be updating. It's been decided, but first I need to get through all my categories. So you're gonna have to wait. It's simple as that. We're gonna have my current installation for a couple of streams more. And then I'll just update everything in one go and see what we get, you know. I also found some very interesting stuff that kind of fixes some of the problems we've been seeing during my playthrough. So, for example, some large squares in the ocean just missing the water texture, where you can see like the bottom of the ocean there. So I found what's wrong with that, and I found a mod, and it's pretty cool. It plugs about 30 to 40 holes in the world space without being risky to use, like a previous mod, which I didn't want to use since it's old and it's a resource hog. This one is just a more elegant solution, actually. And yeah, if that doesn't work, I might have to use xlot gen, and yeah, whatever. It's not hard to do. What else? Hi, Neris. What else? Some of the combat animations are gonna be improved. Some other animations are gonna be improved. There's lots of stuff, and lots more to come. But yeah, that's the point is, I won't be updating for the next couple of streams because I need to go through my list, and no anniversary edition. We're sticking with special edition. Fuck that shit. And yeah, that's it mostly. What else? I'm super tired. I'm feeling like I wanted to sleep all day or something today. I woke up, I started working out, and I legit fucking, at one point I felt like that rush, which is like not a rush from like having healthy energy, but the rush of tiredness, you know, where you're very tired but you're pushing yourself without realizing, and you get that that sort of rush, like, you know, that blood rush, which is like, that shouldn't be happening, you know, like I'm pushing it right now, and you know it, and you're feeling it, right? And so I stopped, and I immediately just had something to eat and went to bed, and I was like, just dead, just lying there like a blob. But no, I did want to get up and stream today. I considered tomorrow, but like I don't know. The closer I get towards the weekend, the more time I want to have to catch up with stuff in Guild Wars and to just chill with, you know, with friends and all that. I am, however, considering doing a discussion stream with Neris and Sam on voice about Final Fantasy, like our final verdict, let's say. I mean, we come from three different points of view about it, I'd say, with Sam being the least invested in it and Neris being the most, I guess, and me somewhere in the middle. And we wanted to kind of like discuss why we don't, like, you know, we don't choose it. Okay, why we don't want to hang out in there anymore. And you know, that might be a little bit interesting. I might do a stream like that, like a just chatting with friends and just, you know, discuss like FFXIV and you know, the what have yous and the what you don't have yous. All that shit. But yeah. What else? That's it. That's all. So yeah, I just started on the desktop just to show you like our updating progress. That's all. What can I say? I'm still super stretchy and super yawny, you know, I'm just stretching and yawning all the time. So, you know, if this feels like I can't continue, then I won't, okay? So that's a disclaimer I'm gonna be making. I should also update my ENB. But it's gonna happen when I update everything else. I'm also wearing my old glasses, which are not the prescription I should be wearing. Because my new glasses, well, they aren't new anymore. I mean, they haven't been new for years. But like my latest have been scratched so badly that it makes it a little bit difficult. I need to change them. I need to buy new ones, unfortunately. But I'm using my old ones now, and God, they suck. But okay, I mean, I can still see fine. What were we doing? Why are we in the winking skeever? What the fuck am I supposed to be doing? Let's see. Hey, can you hear my air conditioning unit working in the background? Because it's getting really hot here. The butcher quest. Ah, fuck. I have to pick this one up, guys. This one, I have to. Yeah, no, that was my father. I've got everything else muted, but except like when he's calling. I can't imagine like what he's going through, having to deal with all the typicalities of a funeral and everything. Like, my God, that's macabre, you know. So I need to be there when he calls and if he needs anything. And it was him. Just checking if everything is okay. Which, to be fair, is mostly to check, you know, if everything is okay on his end most of the time. Fair enough, I guess. So yeah, that's not the AC, I'm afraid. That, my friend, that's my GPU. That's not the AC. I'm telling you, like as I was saying last time, this GPU is loud as fuck, dude. For no fucking reason. It's so loud. I'm surprised you didn't notice it like before, since it's always been running like that whenever I run Skyrim. It's the AC for my GPU, yeah, I guess. You know what? These glasses aren't gonna make it. Fuck it. Glassless playthrough, I guess. Glasses-less? I don't know. Alright, so... let me think what we need to do. Ah, okay. Of course, okay. Which, I mean, these aren't important. Tullius, yeah. Which then ties into that. Blind playthrough. Yeah, totally blind. And also dizzy playthrough, for fuck's sake. Like, dude, I legit have to stop for a second to, like, This dizziness, have I ever described it? It's like... It's so weird. I'm gonna get it checked, by the way, because at this point it's been annoying me enough, often enough, for me to be like, okay, that could be a thing. But it's so situational, it's weird. Like, it's whenever I'm sitting down, it feels as if... How can I describe it? As if I've had a drink or two. Just enough to, like, annoy me. But not enough for me to look further into it, at least so far. And then if I get up and do stuff, it's like, it's done. It's gone. I don't know. And so... For example, now that I'm sitting here, I'm like, you know, I'm trying to play the game. I kinda get this sort of like a little bit woozy, let's say. But if I get up, let's say if I just stand up, it goes away. I don't fucking know what to make of it, but I do know that we need a bath and a room.
Welcome to the winking
Wait, have I already gotten a room? Maybe.
Are you joking?
Ah, fuck.
You just rented a room for me.
No, a migraine is like different, isn't it? Isn't the migraine like supposed to be... Dog? Please. Yes. Isn't the migraine supposed to be hurting you? Because this is like painless and mostly harmless. It's just terribly annoying is what it is. That's what it is. Wait, is it morning actually? Oh my god, I've done everything I wanted to do. I already slept. Last time, like before I saved. I was in fact on my way to meet General Tullius. Many different versions of migraines. That's interesting. I mean, then I guess it could be. What can I say? I don't know. All I know is that like it's so specific. And I noticed the pattern recently. I used to think that basically it's just a typical like vertigo sort of. I think I described it as such like when I previously talked about it, right? But after some careful observation of like when it happens and why it happens, it's like if I sit at the computer, all right, and then just, you know, try to focus on things, it just happens. And then like if I do something else, if I get up and like, I don't know, get a whatever, go get a glass of water or anything, not because I need to drink it or anything, just do anything at all. Let's get up, do anything at all, look out of the window, whatever, it's gone. And then I sit back down and then it's there again. How terribly odd, isn't it? Anyway, Tullius. What's this then? Clothing? A vendor? I haven't explored this town at all.
If you're heading to the Blue Palace, you might want to rethink that outfit.
What's wrong with the outfit, you bitch? It's what? Look, it's fucking fine, okay? Oh, you're working there. And you banged on the fucking... I won't be taking advice from you on anything.
Dragonborn. It's an honor.
You're passing through solitude? Maybe you're looking to make some easy gold, yes?
Vestibular migraine.
It's easy to find things to sell.
First time I hear that.
Nobody will miss. Things from underground, or just left lying
What is that,
around
migraine
in
of the
someone's house.
ear canals
I bet
responsible
the two
for
of us are very
what?
alike. So why not take the next step? We
I
can
don't know.
help each other. My sister Deja and I are treasure.
You know what? I'm gonna go get my
We
scratched
like to collect
glasses
things.
and I'll pretend to be like Harrietta Potter or something. Fuck, I missed the dialogue.
With the war, many more ships come through these docks, loaded with weapons and pay, but few people, and they pass through dangerous waters. We have an interest in one of those boats, the Ice Runner. The Solitude Lighthouse will be guiding it in, but if its fire were to go out, the ice runner would run aground.
Setting up a fucking wreck? Why though? A vestibular migraine is a nervous system problem that causes repeated dizziness or vertigo. A nervous system problem? Damn, you think my nervous system is owned? Is wrecked? It could be, I don't know.
Turn me in? For what? What crime's been committed? I'm just making idle talk about what would most undoubtedly be a tragic event. A tragic and very, very profitable event.
Huh.
A coin or two for a veteran?
I see. Avoiding me. But you know what I think is the worst about this? I'll tell you what the worst is.
As High Priest
Strange
of
dress
the Eight
code.
Divines, I bid you welcome.
Okay. The worst is like
I know.
having anxiety and all that. Whenever this vertigo happens, it's like immediately goes into red alert and it's like, okay, that's a stroke, bye bye, see ya, you're dead. And I'm like, ah. And that kind of scares me even more, and I'm like, stop. Probably not likely unless you've dealt with a lot of migraines before. Good question. Have I? I've had migraines in the past, but like, you know, like a recurring headache. Not migraine maybe, but a recurring headache. I've had that sort of thing before. But I don't know, honestly. It's like, it's very difficult to pinpoint these things because slight dizziness is like anything can cause it, like anything at all. Even just lack of sleep, dude, like anything. So I don't know what it is, but yeah.
Possibly be the Dragonborn.
I don't abide fancy clothes, but you look like you might. I hear Radiant Raiments has a large selection.
I'm telling you, Ulfric's planning an attack on Whiterun.
He'd be insane to try. He doesn't
I
have
kinda wanna explore the castle as
Not what
well.
my scouts report, sir. Every day more join his cause. Riften, Dawnstar, and Winterhold support him.
Yeah, lately I've been sleeping from like 1 in the morning to 5, and then I wake up for no fucking reason.
Going to try to take
Probably just my mood or my psychology being fucked up. And then I sleep, which is very hard to do, up until 11 o'clock in the morning,
the other hand, also refuses to acknowledge Ulfric's claim.
the latest.
If he wants to stand outside the protection of the Empire,
Actually, let me just
pillages
hear what Tullis has to say over here.
damn Jarls.
Sir, you can't
Sell off that junk at bits and pieces.
help he hasn't asked for.
If Ulfric's making a move for Whiterun, then we need to be there to stop him. Draft another letter with the usual platitudes, but this time share some of your intelligence regarding Ulfric's plans. Embellish if you have to. We'll let it seem like it's his idea.
Wait a minute.
Yes, sir.
I feel like the sound is
You
too low.
Nords and your bloody sense of honor.
Sir,
Are my men now giving free rein to anyone who wanders into the castle? Do you have some reason to be here, citizen?
Well, yes.
Have we? Oh,
Wow.
of course. You were at Helgen.
Why?
It's good to see some of the townsfolk
Okay.
still alive. Hadvar's alive. I hope that's true. He's a damn good soldier. But he hasn't reported in yet, so he can't exactly confirm your story. In the meantime, why don't you have a chat with Legate Ricka? I suspect we might have use for someone resourceful like you. Not many survived Helgen.
Yeah, if you keep sending them there.
Speak with Legate Ricca. She will determine if you are Legion material. Ulfric's Stormcloak's head rolling away from his lifeless body.
Perfect.
I'm originally from Cyrodiil, sent here at the request of the Emperor himself. I'm often ordered to places with problems that need fixing. Now, while I'm certain this is all terribly interesting to you, I have important matters to attend.
I mean,
Sir.
wait a minute. I've got a message.
The Greybeards? What do those old hermits want with me? Why, there's nothing to discuss as long as that traitor Ulfric is in arms against his rightful emperor. They are getting to be a problem, but I wasn't sent to Skyrim to fight dragons. My job is to quell this rebellion, and I intend
But
to
don't
do
you
just
think the
that.
dragons are gonna
Dragons or no
fucking
dragons.
interfere with that? Like,
Fair enough. We're driving the Stormcloaks back well enough at the moment, but we're already overstretched. That's what comes of trying to win a war with a bare handful of legions. If the Emperor would just give me the reinforcements I've requested. Yes, fine. I'll come to this Greybeard Council. For all the good it will do.
alright. That was easier than I thought.
Talking peace with Ulfric? You must be an optimist.
I mean,
Wait, I know you.
what? What? Ah. Well. No.
Until next time.
Bye. That was a mistake on your part. There's nothing to see. Lots of blonde girls around, you know. It's all good. I would admit that looking far above the average blonde girl, being super cute, I would be, you know, easy to recognize, but it's Solitude. It's full of princes and princesses. So, in short, he made a mistake, understandable, and now I'm out of here.
I have to wonder. What does the Dragonborn do once he's summoned by the Greybeard?
Oh right, my scratched glasses. Wait, I gotta bring those.
Any skill.
Well, I guess it's not that bad. I mean, I can see the thing, you know, when I look through them, but it's not terrible. And I can see more clearly than with the other ones. So what is this place then? I've never been.
They say the college has been snooping around Sartor.
Looks like a pretty nice town, actually. Wait, I've been here, but like, wasn't that when I was playing with the Legendary Edition? And only briefly, I think. Oh. Stepping into strangers' places, it seems like kind of inappropriate right now.
Yes, Doberkeep. How can I help you?
this? Is this supposed to have water? What a weird... Doesn't it look like to you as if there is something missing from this? As if it should have maybe trees or water at least, or I don't know. What is this? Odd. It's not a drain. I thought about it, but like, look at it, it's not a drain. There's nowhere for the water to go. It looks as if it should have dirt in it, and there should be like, I don't know, 2 or 3 trees here or something, little flowers or whatever. Especially if it's the bard's call that's here, apparently. But a drain just exposed like that, I don't know. So no back entrance. We're gonna have to use the main entrance here. Let's check the bard's college. Oops, okay. Oh. Prince Vegeta?
Welcome to Solitude, home of the arts here in Skyrim.
Okay.
Welcome to the Bard's College. I'm the headmaster here. How may I help you?
But I don't want to be a bard. Wait a moment.
May song speed you along.
Or do I want to be a bard? Like... I don't know. I think I don't want to be a bard. Actually. Okay, this place is gonna be a nightmare to go through, I think. So many damned rooms and places and whatnot. So many things in shelves and all that. Oh god, it goes on and on forever. What's that? Tundra cotton, okay. And there's stairs leading up and down. Fuck.
Good afternoon. I'm Pantia Atia,
The master vocalist.
It's been my honor to perform at the Blue
Oh!
Palace on many occasions.
Would you look at that?
His late lordship was quite the admirer. That's it! Wonderful! I knew I could count on you. I don't have any money to give you, but I can show you the tricks I learned playing for the Winterhold Wizards.
Okay.
Be careful out there.
Wait, what about the other guys?
Youngest bard at the Bard's College, at your service.
Okay, I guess you have to go. Oh, another person. And why are you here alone?
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
Oh, okay.
Oh, if you haven't heard Dean Pantia sing, you should.
And you are?
I wish only to graduate and enroll with the Legion. My drums will lead our troops to victory. It's an honor to have Viarmo for instruction on drums.
What?
But it's far
What
from
mind
certain
games are you
I-
playing, you vampire?
And why wouldn't I be? We sing tales of kings, queens, and their politics, 'tis true. But do you know who really makes history? The person who writes it.
Wow.
Stop by again.
What if
sometime.
you're writing with
I'll sing
a...
for you.
You know, under threat? Are you then writing it? Find you quite stupid, sir.
Meals are served to bards at designated times. Find an inn if you want.
Okay, don't get so... Okay.
You look a little sturdier than most of the popinjays around here.
Well. Isn't she the same? Yes.
Few can resist my charms. Even fewer are worthy of them.
You... Suspicious, but okay. For now, I'll let it slide. I have to... Oh, so there is another door. I don't know why I found that suspicious, but I did. So downstairs is like, it's a small space, it's manageable, alright. Even for,
Hello, yes. I'm the Dean of History, and scribe work when I can find some quiet time. My position, Dean of History, actually covers a wide range of subjects. I teach poetry, writing, history, and the finer points of court life. Well, you've come to the right place.
Oh, you can teach? Holy shit. Hey. Yeah. Oh, damn. Oh, look at the price, though. Fuck.
I suppose I should return to my paper.
Well, anyway, I mean, it's now pretty high, so okay. God, that was expensive. Alright. What? A podium? Cute. Hey, she's around me all the time, isn't she? I noticed that she tends to move where I go. How odd. And what's this? Oh, another class, I guess. Yeah, I take it these are like classrooms of some sort. Or... yeah, probably, right? What's this? Oh. And that's the whole of the Bard's College? That's all of it? That's it? 2 upper classrooms, a basement with like where they eat and shit, and this place, which is just a box, I guess. Alright, I expected it a little bit bigger, or a little bit more, you know, complicated. Just like the Maids College or whatever. Apparently not.
Dean Inga says a bard can never have enough practice. So, would you like a tune? Thank you. I'm still at the beginning of my lessons, but Inga, Dean Six Fingers, says I'm quite good with the flute.
Aha. Suggestive,
Thanks for taking the time.
aren't we?
People never want to talk to me.
Ah, that's a drain. It's also weird. I've never seen any drains in any city so far.
Wait, I know you.
You really do not fucking know me. I'm just a bard. And if you ask why you haven't heard me play, it's because I'm a terrible bard, and that's why you don't know me, okay? So get the fuck out of here, bitch. Wait, you think that's gonna cause trouble in here? Like, is every guard going to be like, wait, I know you, wait, I know you? I don't know, let's see. Hello? No, look the other way. Right. I mean, since I'm here, since I go to Solitude, at least what? Huh? Ah! Why? What did I... No? Bye. Ooh! My fucking arm and my fucking shoulder, hey! Are you really sure you want to do this? Okay then. You choose death. I heard that, you bitch. Ouch. But why though? I didn't even... Oh, fuck, ouch! Can't we talk about this?
Do your worst.
Guess not. What the fuck happened? Don't you start now. Okay. What the fuck happened, dude? I'm keeping my stuff on, like my armor and everything. Like, I have no fucking idea what happened there. Whether that's scripted, not scripted, I don't fucking know. But just guards just jumped me. That's all. Like, what the fuck?
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Yeah? So we're cool now then.
Maybe you need a partner, hmm? Just picture it. 2 women, the dusty road, strapping men at every tavern, a fortune in gold to be claimed.
Really? I've got Eric. And I've got the lizard wizard. I'm covered.
Don't mess anything up while you're here.
Sabille Stentor has a grasp of magical theory that I would never have expected from a human, even a Breton. No, that honor is Sabille Stentor's. A smart woman steers clear of Stentor, and keeps herself out of the dungeon when she's having a bad day. Let's just say that the headsman's axe may not be the worst way for a Solitude jail prisoner to die. Look at that. I told you to watch your tongue, and mine is waggling. I've said enough. I make sure Erica keeps breathing.
Who?
You are free to leave.
What could it mean? The return of the Dragonborn? And who among us could possibly hold that honor? And such... The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar. Such a thing has not happened for
Octiev's debts.
Debts are debts. Either he pays them, or his kind do.
I don't mind. I mean, yeah, debts are debts, so... I'll take the debt.
Works for me. Tell Octiev the debt's settled. Keep your sword, Armstrong.
Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so appealing.
I make lots of things look appealing. Including, I guess, drawing the ire of the guards. For no reason, mind you. Or at least I think so.
Folks at court won't admit it, but Sabille Stentor scares us all to death. All right, back to slicing, dicing, and baking.
Slicing. Okay, cool. some sort of place where guards rest, or so it would seem, at least to me. Speaking of, maybe I should grab a bite real quick. Now I'm curious what's in the test, right? I mean, it's here. It's not locked. Ah, it looks like a trap. Alright, let's move upstairs. Have a bite. And then we can meet the queen. Or the soon-to-be queen, I guess. More apples? Okay. Oh god, let me just... Actually, I'll need some water myself. So... Let me go drink some water. I'll be right back. There we go. Okay, so I'm wondering, should I save and try to see how my GPU behaves if I lower like the power it takes and everything like that? I've got MSI Afterburner. I don't know how it's gonna affect performance though. For example, I think in Guild Wars I do notice a minor frame drop depending on how much I limit it so that it doesn't wear all the time. I could try it. I've never tried it for Skyrim, but I guess I could. Right. Maybe I should save this now and do it. And I'm curious enough to do it actually. New save, of course. Because we did kill some guards, which... Honestly, what the fuck is up with that? Alright, so I'll put you in BRB. And I'll go and do just that. God, I have to stop yawning at one point. So, let's put it at like 70 or something. See what happens now. Will it even run, you think? If it crashes, we'll know, I suppose. Okay, so far it's pretty silent. Okay. Well, I don't see much of a difference. Except for my A pose, I guess. Am I still A posing? Come on. Oh, there we go. It's almost... How can I say this? It's almost different without the constant wearing of the GPU. For the better, obviously, but you know, it's definitely different. It's like I can focus more on the environmental sounds and whatnot. These things seem to be everywhere. I won't steal for now. I'm kind of curious if, I don't know, maybe I'm building up some weird reputation. Even though no one is seeing me steal 99% of the time. Are these? Oh, we've been there, I think. Wait, have we? Yeah, maybe we must have been here, right? Ah, surely, yeah. Alright. Wait, what is that? Seems to be... What is this? Maybe it's something from upstairs. Or even downstairs. But how? Huh. I'll find out sooner or later.
Respect the law, and you'll have no trouble in Dragonbridge.
Fuck, okay. Wait, isn't she the queen or? She looks well
Don't
dressed.
start any trouble, and I think we'll... At least, if you're gonna cause trouble, go somewhere else, okay? Please?
Relax, I'm just here to... I don't know why.
Until next time.
Do you have business with the court? I am the Jarl's steward. If you have court business to tend to, you talk to me. All right, the rum. Thank you. I developed a taste for it after a fair weather trip to Hammerfell. Here, this is for you.
Okay then.
That remains to be seen. By rights, she has a legitimate claim as High Queen of Skyrim. But we must have the support of the other Jarls for that claim to have any meaning. Should they accept her rule, we will have peace.
And now I wonder.
Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Be quick. I have little patience for mundane concerns. If I needed something from you, you would know it.
What if I need something from you?
I was, to my shame. The whole court was in attendance. I've seen much in my time, but that was a gruesome day. Ulfric showed up at the Gates of Solitude, requesting an audience. We thought he was here to ask Torg to declare independence. By the time we realized Ulfric was here to challenge Torg, it was already too late.
Yeah, that's a very good question. Of how exactly do you mean?
By Nord custom, once the challenge was issued in court, Torg had no choice but to accept.
That's dumb as fuck.
Had he not, Ulfric would have had cause to call a new moot and a new vote for High King. Torg had some martial training, of course, but it mattered little that day. When Ulfric's lips parted, when he unleashed the power of the Thu'um, that shout, that ancient and terrible tongue, ripped Torg asunder.
That's not how Ulfric himself claims it happened. First of all, and second of all, some martial training. I mean, yeah, I guess you don't have to be like a super good warrior to be king or anything.
I was a member of the court during the reign of Torig's father.
Hey, interesting eyes over
Torg
there.
who appointed me to the position. Very. I helped raise him. Oh, I could not have been more proud to see Torig on the throne. He made a fine king. A fine.
Don't you mean like a fine puppet for your vampiric desires, you fucking sus AF bitch? She's a vampire, isn't she?
Nothing. I'm busy, and I don't like being bothered unless I'm expecting something from you. Oh, don't give me that look. Fine. I suppose I can find some menial task to set your mind on. We have something of a vampire problem.
That you do, apparently.
Bodies have been found with blood draining. I know of a den nearby you can wipe out as a precaution. I don't expect you to be capable of even that.
You don't even know who I am. Maybe for the better, actually.
Vampires are clever hunters. More clever than you, definitely.
Yes, that's why they all outlived me.
The Greybeards have summoned the Dragonborn to High Hrothgar.
That's
Such a
all
thing
news,
has not
pal.
happened for hundreds of years.
Now.
Do not dishonor or attempt to harm
The Imperials are good for business, and business is good for Skyrim. Oh, most certainly. At least when Elisif herself asks.
Ah.
If you're inquiring whether we have concerns about her age and inexperience, let me put it this way. The Thanes have every confidence in General Tullius' leadership. I'm a Thane. In the future, you may want to gain that information.
Wait a moment. You're holding the position I want to hold.
Looking like an idiot.
That puts us on an interesting course of collision, friend.
Good. We've wasted enough time here.
I can always find time to share a word with a warrior. It's been an honor.
Oh, who are you?
Got lots of things to take care of. What do you need?
Okay, then no one, I guess. So Elisif is not here, and I have no clue where she is. Seems like we won't see the queen herself.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
Alright, somewhat enlightening, but
Wait.
don't even start, okay? Like, there's like some guys that would advise against that right now. Don't even fucking start. Just think twice before you do. Yeah. Is that a... Okay. Well, as far as we're concerned, Arngir, huh? Isn't that one of the monks? Yes, it is. Yeah, it's the same quest. What is going on here? Nothing? Okay.
You help me. You help people, right? That's what you do.
Like it depends.
My master has abandoned
What?
me. Abandoned his people. And nothing I say can change his mind. Now he refuses to even see me. He says I interrupt his vacation. It's been so many years. Won't you please help? Last I saw him, he was visiting a friend in the Blue Palace. But no one as mundane as a Jarl. No, no. Such people are below him. No, he went into the forbidden wing of the palace to speak with an old friend.
That's
Said it had
perhaps
been
what I
ages
saw on
since
the
they had
map,
last
right?
had tea. Oh, and you'll need the hip bone. It's very important. No entering Pelagius's wing without that. Yes, but don't try to use force. He's far too mighty. He'd crush you like a clay doll, or drop you from the sky, or simply eat your brain right up. Oh, but he probably
okay.
won't do those things to you. Probably. Just remind him to come home, and there'll be no fighting or unpleasantness. Probably. He's just a little confused at the moment, is all. Knowing my master, He may very well reward you for bringing him to his senses. He is a great man, but one rarely praised. He rules twin empires that span the length and breadth of our minds. All know him, but few can name him. But he has forbidden me from saying his name. He says it distracts him, and woe to those who draw his ire. But you will know him when you see him. He's the one who made me like this.
Okay.
He stays in the Pelagius wing of the Blue Palace. The doors are locked, and only Falk Firebeard can grant entry.
I think we met that guy.
But I hear the maids, Una and Erdi, know how to enter it for cleaning. Surely they could help for such an important matter.
Uh-huh. I suppose I could do that. Also, what is this? Hall of the Dead? The local Hall of the Dead? No, it's the Solitude Catacombs, okay. Well, those catacombs interest me, so what's gonna happen? What's that? What is that, actually? Oh, okay. What's gonna happen? It's pretty simple. I'm gonna save. I'm gonna go to the main menu so we don't waste time because I can't pause it. There we go. And then you'll give me 5 to 10 minutes for a break, which I decided I'll be having, if I can remember it, of course, probably every hour or so, depending on how hooked up I am on whatever I'm playing at the moment. But for now, I'll definitely make use of those 10. So, yeah, BRB. Don't expect music this time. Like, I'm not like, listen, I'm not prepared even. But I think that you have access to YouTube, so you can find your own music, couldn't you? I might come up with like a list of maybe stuff I like listening to, maybe, for when I take some breaks like this. Anyway, right now I'm not prepared, okay? So I just need 5 to 10 minutes. And let's see. How do you do this again? Oh, there we go. And I'm gonna mute me. And I'll see you in a little bit, okay? Hmm. All right. So far, so good. All right. So back to the palace.
Please, take pity on an old madman.
Okay. Take pity on an old madman. So such an interesting way to. You know what? I'm gonna go this way. You know, the less people notice me and all that. So, I would have to find either one of the... Maybe you. Wait, maybe first we can ask Firebeard himself, right?
Do you have business with the court?
Sort
the
of.
Jarl is not to be disturbed with common affairs of court. You direct those concerns to me.
Need to get into the Pelagius wing. That's a bit like... I don't... I'll only do it because I don't want them thinking that I want to go, like, you know, under their noses.
Absolutely not. That wing has been sealed for hundreds of years, and for good reason. They say the ghost of Pelagius the Mad still haunts it. Ghost or not, there are reminders of his dark rule that are best left buried away. Feel free to return to me with questions. The Blue Palace is an open forum.
Well, I see, but yeah. What the fuck happened here?
Something just ain't right about that Sabille. You know, I've never seen her eat a thing. That can't be natural.
What caused this, Anyway. So I assume, like, we're gonna have to talk to... Like, there's no way to physically access this. I mean, the guy gave us a small bone, right? Or something like that? Like a pelvic bone? Is that like a literal bone? Of someone? I wonder. Okay, well, apparently it is someone's pelvic bone. Okay. And it even has some value. Okay. That said.
Oh, hello. Just tidying up.
So that's the one, alright. Can't I just... Okay. Well...
Someday, I'll be a gallant heroine. You make it look so appealing.
I wonder if...
Maybe you need a partner, Just picture it. Two women, the dusty road.
What if we go to High Hrothgar,
a fortune and gold to
we
be
take
claimed?
care of all the nonsense. Apparently Elisif should be there. Maybe that makes us Thane. Then I can act as Pelagius Wing, right? As a Thane, I mean... I'm also thinking if an accident was to happen involving, you know, the current Thane, and if I helped enough, so they actually made the Thane here as well, that could also work. Or I could just talk to her, but then again, like, I don't, you know, I don't feel that's reasonable. Let's see what happens if I take care of the main part. Maybe Elisif will be more open to me then. Because now I can't even see her, which I wonder why. I wonder where she is actually.
Wait.
No?
I know you.
Because I mean, obviously helping the old dude find his master, I mean, okay, but that's not gonna help us become a Thane. And the Bard College stuff, well, that neither. It needs to be like quests that I take from all the guys in the palace, I would assume, at least.
Hey, wanna play tag?
What?
Pardon me.
I'm a little busy at the moment. You were there for Rodvir's execution.
Well, I was, but...
People to see and places to go, huh? Later then.
I'm just curious who you are. You don't even... What? Wait a minute.
You look like an adventurous one. I bet we're kindred spirits, you and I.
Don't push it.
What is it? Dragons?
Does the person exist? Can't... target him? How curious. There's something off-putting about this guy. And I can't even talk to him. Wait, the catacombs? So wait a minute, this house has no entrance. Oh, it does. It's just, it's here, right? It has to be. Right, yeah. Oh, that's the Hall of the Dead. Okay, no catacombs. Bloody skeleton. Wow, okay. That's that, I guess. So much for the bloody skeleton. And you? Are they all gonna take turns? Fuck, my keys are unbound. For a moment, I thought this was a person, just hunched and praying, and I was like, "What the fuck is that thing?" But no, it's just yeah. Ah, so it connects to the Hall of the Dead. Okay, makes sense. Someone here?
Hello, my child. RK, watch over you. You mean Rogvir? Yes, I made an appeal to Captain Aldous. He allowed Rogvir to have a proper Nord burial, as is the custom in Solitude.
All right.
All my life, I practically grew up in the hall. My father and mother were the priest and priestess of RK before me, you see? I believe I was put here to protect this place from the darkness that pervades Solitude.
And what darkness? Oh, yes, that.
This city has a long history of madness and murder. The Wolf Queen, Pelagius, the death of High King Torek, and now public executions. My books tell the stories, have no doubt. As pretty as its streets are, as jovial as the bards may be, darkness is drawn to Solitude. May Arche bless you with a
That was a
long
very strange dialogue to cut there. Like, okay. That felt like it was going to lead to something, but no. I guess not. Ah, would you look at that?
Lady Atia says my voice is second only to hers, but she's selling me short.
Plenty of fresh fish for you. Down at the docks. There are a few good spots if you can avoid the East Empire Company workers and those red-wave thugs. Svari, yes. It's been hard on her. The girl misses her uncle. I've tried to explain that Rodvir did something bad, and that we all have to be accountable for our actions. But the child feels what she will. These are troubled times. Be on your guard out there.
Can I talk to you? Yes.
You look like you could do with a ripe apple, or a tomato, cabbage, or leek. I have my ways, but it's not easy these days.
What do you mean you have your ways?
Black blood marauders have been plundering ships off the coast. A lot of people been hurt by their foolishness. That I do. I had a messenger from Dragon Bridge stop here on his way to the Blue Palace not too long ago. He was very nervous. Mentioned something about needing help.
All right.
Come back when you figure out how to spend money.
You wouldn't have a few minutes to run down to the docks, would you?
Get your fresh fruit and produce.
Well, I've got a shipment of spices the East Empire Company is holding up. I need someone to convince them to release it.
Finest fish here.
Great. Get back to me when you're done and I'll give you something for your time. Oh, yes. A secret family recipe. The only good thing my father Octave ever did. In fact, it's so good, no one else in Skyrim even tries to make any.
The freshest in Skyrim.
They're adequate. Honestly, I rely on the business brought in by the burning of King Olaf, and that's not likely to happen this year.
Fresh fish.
It's a great big festival put on by the bards every year. They burn an effigy of old King Olaf. It's quite a bit of fun.
The bards give out spiced wine during the festival, so they put it in a big order. And then, for weeks after, demand is so high, I can barely keep up. With the death of High King Torig, the festival has been declared in poor taste. So it looks like it won't happen this year.
Finest fish here. Caught daily.
See for yourself.
Nothing special.
Good luck out there. Seems like a tough time to be wandering Skyrim.
Dean, yes?
Okay.
Thanks for taking the time. People never want to talk to me.
Odd. Why not? Like, that seemed particular as fuck. Do you think these guys might have some stuff we could do? Perhaps? Although I think I have enough quests that would allow me to be
Welcome to
the
Bits and
thing.
Pieces. I'm sure you'll find what you need here. Viren said you got here just before the execution. Must have been a lovely first sight. Baron's my husband. He works the forge up at Castle Dower. I barely see him nowadays, what with him filling orders for the army.
I won't ask that. From what she said, she wasn't there, but her husband was.
Come back to Bits and Pieces anytime.
God, I don't wanna... I'm still kind of afraid to steal after all the guard slaughter that I had to go through. Well, anyway, an otherwise unassuming place.
Wait, I know you.
The great grand slaughter of 2022.
Need something? Yes?
Not yet, no.
You can catch me at the Blue Palace later, if you want to talk again.
Alright, so... let me get out of here, and then... let me just save, because we need to think what we're going to do now. Alright, so how do we resolve the whole thing with, like, what we have to do? Let me think and get off the chair as well. So, I need to get into the Pelagius wing, not just because of that quest with the old dude, but because I'm also curious. Like, it seems like...
Need something?
No, please leave. I need nothing. I'm gonna load anyway, so don't mind that. Because I wanna, like, talk through things. Talk things through. Talk about things through things. Never mind, I just want to talk. So, apparently I can't see the queen, right? Because, I mean, she's not there, and the other guy told me that she's not available anyway. I don't know if that was, like, in general, or if it was just because of the time and day or something. I'm not sure. It sounded like it was in general, from what I can see. And so, but if I convene if we convene at High Hrothgar, wouldn't Elisif be there? I mean, she would have to, right? Right? That's what I understand, at least. I mean, it's gonna be Tullius, there's gonna be Ulfric, but they also need, like, the... It's a mood, right? Where all the Thanes meet, essentially, isn't it? So she has to be there, which means that I can talk to her there. about all the nonsense, and perhaps most importantly about becoming Thane. Now the problem with that is that there's already a Thane, from what I saw, right? Which makes it like, can't I be the Thane of Solitude? Is that mechanically impossible because of the game? What is that? Can't he... What happens if I kill him, for example? Well, I wouldn't do that, but like... Just saying, you know, what would happen then? Like, could I then be... Not sure, you say? Should I check? No, don't check. We'll find out. One way or the other. I mean... I don't have to become the Thane. I was just thinking that if I become the Thane... Then the steward of Elisif, so that Firebird guy, might be obligated to let me in the wing, right? Without me asking, you know, asking for a favor from the serving maids and whatnot, because that's what I'm trying to avoid. Like, I don't want to mingle or like owe them any favors or anything. You know, if I could use my power to access the place, that would be enough, I guess. Now, if I had installed that mod where it says that you can't, that you can actually bash doors and such, like, would it let me bash doors that require a key? I wonder. Although, wouldn't at that point, wouldn't it be like low-key cheating? Anyway, we'll see, because I don't use that mod yet. I have it in my mods to install anyway. But yeah, I'm wondering. Going to High Hrothgar will also progress the main quest. Here's what I want you to check. Is it possible to become Thane of any hold at any point in the story, or is it like something that will be lost if I progress it now? So Neris, if you could check that, yes, do check it. Like, because it feels like I'm at a point where if everyone meets and everyone decides like blah 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 whatever, it seems to me there should be... I feel there is a moment coming where, you know, if I'm a Thane in every hold, then I might be able to convince them to work together, or to vote for a new High King, or I don't know. It just feels like maybe I should be as influential as I can be before the mood, you know, or, you know, if of course I can become a Thane at any point, then fuck it, then I'm wrong, and it doesn't matter, right? But it would be nice to know. I might be reading too much into it, I don't know. Maybe I'll go there and it's gonna be only like Ulfric and Tullius or whatever, and no one else, and just the Greybeards. I'm not sure. I've never done this before. So who the fuck knows? But yeah, my intention was to actually travel right now and go towards High Hrothgar and finally convene the circus, you know? And try to convince the two idiots to work together. So did you take it? In the meantime, I'm gonna go turn on my lights because it's getting a little bit dark in here. There we go. That's better. Trying to check. Cool. I'll just load. I mean, wait. I shouldn't load because maybe I then need to become a Thane, and I can't wait for afterwards. You know what? Fuck it. I'll do it anyway. Let's see. I'll go to High Hrothgar anyway. I have decided. the other hand, it's kind of late, right? It's dark already and shit. I don't know, should I? So Neri says that from what he can see, the only limiting thing...
Wait.
No.
I know you.
The only limiting thing is that one of the Thane titles you need to progress a civil war for. Okay. Well, that's fine, I guess. In which case... Wait, is my horse around here anywhere? Oh, that's... I have forgotten about these guys. I wonder if they are still... Are they still around? Where are they? I remember I asked them to wait around here, so that's curious. What happened to my crew? I don't see them anywhere. Oh, and I did discover something. This animation that plays in the beginning where you pet the horse and which stops the... it stops me from immediately climbing up on it, therefore causing this weird animation freeze sometimes. So this is like because one of my mods is trying to play an interaction animation, whereas Convenient Horses is trying to make me ride. So one has to wait for the other to end. So I think that later on I will probably disable the horse petting thing, and that should take care of it, but I can't bother doing it right now. Either way, so my crew is not there. I can't fucking call them. But I can actually check this farm out first. See if there is like any other quests that later might make me a thing.
Talk to Gaiman if you want a horse, or Katla if you're looking for work. I can't help you. Both my parents were in the Legion. There was an ambush.
Oh, we've
Katla
talked to
said
them,
she'd
right?
fee me if I could make myself useful. I'd take care of the animals, run errands, that kind of thing. I guess it could be worse, but I'm sick of sleeping outside with the horses. I want a real home, real parents, not this.
You know there are people in worse
Alright, then.
positions. Better as well.
The Emperor's cousin, Vittoria Vici, is getting married soon. The reception will be public. Anyone in Solitude can attend.
Interesting. Well, I don't suppose that my friends are like here anywhere, so... Damn, I can't believe this. I'm still yawning like mad. I'm like legit just yawning all the time. Maybe I'm far more tired than I thought, but then again, like, you know what? Maybe I'm sleeping plenty, but I'm not sleeping well. Maybe it's like one of those sleeps that are not restorative at all. I do get a lot of nightmares as well. Weird. How to call my followers? Anyway, I'll call them when I'm at High Hrothgar. Let's go there. Well, for this one I will actually fast travel. I feel. Which might also call my followers with me, right? Let's find out. Oops. Oh. Well. They are not with me. Are they? But guess who is? Esbern and Delphine? Yeah?
There's one more thing. We know about her. That's fine. We needed his help. Now we don't. And it's long past time for him to pay for his crimes. And he's not just any dragon. He was the right hand of Alduin. He committed atrocities so infamous they are still remembered thousands of years later. He needs to die. He deserves to die. And it falls to you to kill him. Until he's dead. I'm sorry, but we would dishonor our oaths as blades if we continue to help him. Make your choice, Dragonborn. You're either with us or against us. Here's the big picture. He helped Alduin enslave our ancestors. He may have betrayed Alduin in the end, but that makes him worse, not better. We can't afford to give Parthenax the opportunity to betray us in turn and return to his old master.
Alright. Fair enough. Let me fiddle around and find how to bring back my friends. Alright, so I'm gonna need to put her BRB for that. So mod config and then what do we have here? Follower framework. So it's not there, okay. Neither here. I could of course use a macro, a hotkey. But I'm pretty sure I'll be pressing it when I'm not supposed to. So I'm trying to avoid binding any shit anymore, you know? Perks, abilities... Slots in history, maybe it's here. Ah, there we are, okay. Eric, Nubari, and Mercurio. So... Eric. Oh, I left them at the skiver. Fuck. Yeah, that makes sense. Hey, someone.
Heading out? I'm right with you.
Okay. Yeah, that was my own forgetfulness. Fuck. So, where the rest? Nobody, yeah, okay. Wait. Was that even the right menu? Ah, it was, alright, so... Nobody. Exit call. She should be right here. There she is.
Yes?
Yes.
Excellent.
And one more. There we go. Call.
Ready to get going?
Absolutely.
Try not to walk into any spike-filled pits or filthy skeever dens.
There we go. Guns all here. That's cool. Now.
So, Arn Gear, is it? You know why we're here. Are you going to let us in or not?
You're not invited here. You're not welcome here.
We have as much right to be at this council as all of you. More, actually, since we were the ones that put the Dragonborn on this path.
Were you? Hubris of the Blades truly knows no bounds.
Delphine, we're not here to rehearse your grudges. The matter at hand is urgent. Aldrin must be stopped. You wouldn't have called this council if you didn't agree. We know a great deal about the situation and the threat that Aldrin poses to us all. You need us here if you want this council to succeed.
Very well. You may enter.
A bit forceful.
So, you've done it. Men of violence are gathered here, in these halls whose very stones are dedicated to peace. I should not have agreed to host this council. The Greybeards have no business involving ourselves in such matters.
Yeah, you're also high and mighty.
Yes. Which is why I allowed this violation of all our traditions. But regrets are pointless. Here we are. Take your seat at the council table, and let us see what wisdom we can find among these warriors of Skyrim.
Not too much, I'm afraid.
Please, take your seat so that we can begin. Take your seat, and we can begin. Take your seat, and we can begin.
Yeah, everyone is just being a bitch right now. That's true. We'll see how this goes.
We all wait upon you, Dragonborn.
We must succeed.
Must you know? Fine. Fine. Let's see.
Now that everyone is here, please take your seats so we can begin. I hope that we have all come here in the spirit
You
of...
insult us by bringing her to this negotiation.
Who's here?
Your chief Talos Hunter?
That didn't take long.
Here.
I have every right to be at this negotiation.
Oh,
I need
here.
to ensure that nothing is agreed to here that violates the terms of the White Gold Concordat.
She's part of the Imperial delegation. You can't dictate who I bring to this council.
Please, if we have to negotiate the terms of the negotiation, we will never get anywhere. Perhaps this would be a good time to get the Dragonborn's input on this matter.
By Izmir's beard, the nerve of those Imperial bastards, eh?
Well, you're nervous as well.
Think that I would sit down at the same table with that Valmore bitch. Either she walks or I do.
Listen. I honestly think that she needs to go. I do not think that... fuck. The second option is very diplomatic. But I feel that the Thalmor are like just pure pestilence at this point. And I don't like them. And so I am kind of inclined to say that she needs to go. This is tough. But could she not be helpful to us in any way?
I'm glad we agree on this.
Very well, Ulfric. Enjoy.
Oh fuck. Timed out.
The Thalmor will treat with whatever government rules Skyrim. We would not think of interfering in your civil war.
Ha! Skyrim will never bow to the Thalmor. Unlike your Imperial friends here.
You're lucky I respect the Greybeard's council, Galmar.
Legate, we represent the Emperor.
Exactly, not the Thalmor.
Sorry, sir. It won't happen again.
Now that that's settled, may we proceed?
I have something to say first.
What more?
Here we go.
The only reason I agreed to attend this council was to deal with the Dragon Menace. There's nothing else to talk about. Unless the Empire is finally ready to renounce its unjust claim to rule over the free people of Skyrim.
I knew he wouldn't
We're
be able
here
to
to
resist.
arrange a temporary truce to allow the Dragonborn here to deal with the dragons, nothing more. I consider even talking to the Empire a generous gesture.
Are you done? Did you just come here to make speeches, or can we get down to business?
Yes, let's get this over with.
Are we ready to proceed? Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, this council is unprecedented. We are gathered here at the Dragonborn's request. I ask that you all respect the spirit of High Hrothgar. Do your best to begin the process of achieving a lasting peace in Skyrim. Who would like to open the negotiations?
Yes, let's get down to it. We want control of Markarth. That's our price for agreeing to a truce.
So that's why you're here, Ulfric? You dare to insult the Greybeards by using this council to advance your own position?
Jarl Elisif.
General, this is outrageous. You can't be taking this demand seriously. I thought we were here to discuss a truce.
Elisif, I said I'd handle it. Ulfric, you can't seriously expect us to give up Markarth at the negotiating table. You hoped to gain in council what you've been unable to take in battle, is that it?
I'm sure Jarl Ulfric does not expect something for nothing.
Yes, that'd be entirely out.
Oh, the sarcasm.
Want in return?
Wait, General, you don't intend to just hand over Markarth
I disagree with that.
traitor?
This is how the Empire repays us for our loyalty?
Enough. First, let's be clear. This council wasn't my idea. I think it's a waste of time. You are a traitor to the Empire, and deserve a traitor's death. But I at least will negotiate in good faith. Since we're all here at your request, I'd like to hear what you think Markarth is worth.
Don't start. Riften? No fucking way, dude. No, I'm sorry. They don't take fucking Riften. You can have fucking Dawnstar if you want. It's a port town. A small port village. It's a fair trade. Go for it.
In exchange for Markarth, the source of most of Skyrim's silver. Hardly. Riften
Wait,
seems
what?
like a better choice to me. Well fortified, easily resupplied. From
It was the opposite. Oh my god.
Plus all the mead we can drink.
I'm sorry, Tullius.
I'm glad you agree. I was starting to wonder whose side you were.
No, I just misunderstood what was being said.
The Dragonborn has spoken, Tullius. Markarth will be ours. Now we'll see if there's anything behind your talk.
You disappoint me, Dragonborn. I accepted your invitation on trust in your good name. But it seems...
How? But I just said that I agree with you, you moron.
I can see now that this is not...
Wait a minute, what the fuck happened there?
I know you, Ulfric. If I hand over Markarth, you'll be ready with it.
But they're giving us Riften, dude.
You'll never defeat the Empire, and you know it. But you're willing to sacrifice thousands for your own selfish ambition. Soon enough, I'll have you back under the headsman's axe, and this time there won't be any dragon to save you.
As always, the Empire's fine words are worth nothing.
Stop! Are you so blind to our danger that you can't see past your pitiless agreement? Here you sit arguing about nothing, while the fate of the land hangs in the balance.
Is he with you, Delphine? If so, I advise you to tell him to watch his tongue.
He is with me. And I advise you both to listen to what he has to say before you do anything rash.
Don't you understand the danger? Don't you understand what the return of the dragons means? Alduin has returned, the World Eater. Even now he devours the souls of your fallen comrades. He grows more powerful with every soldier slain in your pointless war. Can you not put aside your hatred for even one moment in the face of this mortal danger?
I don't know about the end of the world, but this dragon situation has gotten out of hand. If this truce will help the Dragonborn here put an end to that menace, we both gain. Remember that, Ulfric. Now, back to the matter at hand. You know as well as I do that we can't hand over Markarth on these terms.
But the terms were...
Swords, bones, where will these demands end?
Let's hear it.
We want compensation for the massacre
Ah.
at Karthwasten.
You slaughtered the very people you claim to be fighting for. True sons of Skyrim would never do such things.
Damned Imperial lies. My men would never stoop to such methods, even in retaliation for
This is
your
our
butchery.
homeland, Tullius. All the blood spilled in this war is on your head.
So, Dragonborn, what do you say?
Yeah.
Well said. For once you'll actually pay for your crimes. I suppose that's the fairest deal we're likely to get.
It seems we may have an agreement. Jarl Ulfric, General Tullius, these are the terms currently on the table.
Alright.
Markarth will be handed over to Ulfric's forces, Jarl Igmund will step down, and Thungvor Silverblood will become the Jarl of Markarth. The Stormcloaks will withdraw from the rift, allowing Imperial troops
Fair enough.
access. Jarl Leila Lawgiver will step down, and Maven Blackbriar will become the Jarl of Riften. The Stormcloaks will pay appropriate compensation for the massacre at Karthwasten. You both agree to this?
The sons of Skyrim will live up to their agreements, as long as the Imperials hold to them. What about you, Elisif? Are these terms to your liking? Speak up! I'm sure General Tullius is waiting to do your bidding.
I have nothing to say to that murderer. General, you've proven yourself a good friend to Skyrim. I continue to trust that you will do your utmost to safeguard our interests.
Thank you, Jarl Elisif. I appreciate your loyalty. The Empire can live with these terms, yes, for a temporary truce, until the dragon menace is dealt with. After that, Ulfric, there will be a reckoning. Count on it.
Come on, don't lie. We have a lot of work to do.
Giving up Markarth is a heavy price for this truce, Dragonborn. I hope it was worth it.
You got the fucking rift bits.
Jarl Balgrove, I assume you are familiar with
It comes with a pre-installed fucking Thieves Guild. Whereas Markarth is like what? Just a place where fucking cannibals roam free in the dead holes and yeah.
Dragon's Reach at all?
Well, that's an excellent question. You haven't overlooked that little detail, have you?
Ah, I believe I can be of help here. I anticipated. While you were arranging this meeting, I was busy in the library of Skyhaven Temple, and unguessed trove of lost lore. But the important thing is that the Blades recorded many of the names of dragons they slew. Cross-referencing this with Delphine's map of dragon burial sites, I believe I've identified one of the dragons that Alduin has raised up. Don't you see? The names of dragons are always 3 words of power. Shouts. By calling the dragon with a voice, he will hear you wherever he might be.
Okay.
He's not compelled to, but dragons are prideful by nature and loath to refuse a challenge. Your voice in particular is likely to intrigue this dragon after your victory.
Fair enough.
I think it's very likely that he will be unable to resist investigating your call.
I can spam him if it helps.
Ah, indeed. I'm no master of the voice, like these worthy gentlemen. But it is written here, in this scroll. Odavin, winged snow hunter, as I read it.
I hope this truce gives you what you need. It won't last.
Well, it's a first step, I guess. A first step. All right. Where is Jarl? Elisif, though.
We have nothing to talk about until Parthenax is dead.
Oh, we'll have plenty of time.
I'm glad you were able to negotiate a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric. He'll break his word as soon as it suits him.
I'm counting on it, but I can't talk to
I'm
you.
glad you were able to
can't
negotiate
fuck.
a truce, but I don't trust Ulfric. He'll break his word as soon as it suits him.
Yes, is it?
As soon as I get back to Whiterun, get my men ready.
There will be no rest. The way I see it, at least. It's the wind, Esper. It's the wind. All right. In that case, prepare the trap. Okay. Home first. And also time for what? Oh. Okay. Well, I mean... Cause that's a lot of horses, guys. Where are we gonna fucking park them? Hey, I have an idea. What? Where? Oh fuck, run. Wait, level 30? Come on. You're just a pup. Did that miss him? Not on the fucking roof. Can I shout again? That got him good. Hey, don't you have to fucking land right now? Fuck, unbound again.
Maybe dead now. Where did it come from?
Oh, even a guard was helping. All right. Where's Frost? Is that Frost over there? Everyone's just I see. Well, it seems one of them doesn't have a horse. Is it Eric? Yes, it is. That's Eric's horse. Finally. Let me just wait for him to ride before I do anything else. Right, I'm guessing we're gonna be leaving them here then. I mean, there's not enough space at my place. Interesting battle formation. Oh my fucking god. Sure. Ferocious swarm. Yeah, that's their battle formation, I guess. Alright. Since we'll be trapping a dragon, I guess we can actually just tell them to...
What can I do for you, friend?
Wait around here, you know?
Very well.
Yeah, you can just do whatever the fuck you want, guys.
Can I assist you? I'll stay here. You try not to get into too much trouble.
And where's the other guy? I think I saw him going over here? Yeah.
I'm right behind you, as you wish.
There we go. God, some inventory management. I'm not ready for this, and neither are you from what I think. From what I would imagine. This one's gonna be rough. God. Alright, this is gonna be quite the thing now. Do I have the patience to do it? I think I do. First. None of that. Convenient, okay. Let's get rid of all the alchemical materials first. This is gonna be something. This we should keep, I think. No. Hey, I should actually save first. Also, I'm starting to think that maybe I should call it for the day, because not only has my dizziness not gone, but it's like still there. Like slightly ever so, but it's still there. And I can't focus completely on the game. Although I am I'm actually pretty okay, but like it's like distracting is what it is, I would call it. Wait, that's stunning, that's not, that's what I need. So I might actually call it, I'll see what I feel after this. But sorting this out should be relatively relaxing, I guess, to be honest. This we need for the quest. Dragonbone, do we? Yes, we do. And Dragonbone was here. But what about Horkir Task and Mammoth Task? Aha. Okay. I noticed I have a scalpel in my inventory, which I wonder where the fuck I picked that up, but anyway. Alright, the rest we keep. But yeah, I do feel like kinda woozy, I guess, all this time. Maybe I should even like not push it and like call it right now. And dude, I think that this time I'm not gonna let it just slide. I think this time I'm gonna fucking go and look it up actually. Though to be fair, I have actually asked the doctor, and he did say like it's nothing I should worry about unless the frequency increases. But that's the thing. I do feel the frequency has increased since last time, for example, since last year, let's say, or whenever. So I think this is like the third time I'm under this weird spell or whatever in this year. Maybe the third time, yeah. So, and I don't ever remember it being like more than that a year, if I'm thinking about it. Well, other than that, I have nothing else to notice. Like, honestly, it's weird. It's like, if I stand right now, if I just get up right now from my chair and I keep playing, it's fine. But I can't play while standing. I mean, I could, I guess, but that's not the that's not the point, is it? I could if I had an elevated desk, you know, maybe one of those that you can actually elongate the legs and shit like that. But yeah, no. That's not the problem, let's say. The problem is that, well, obviously, this shouldn't be happening. I'm giving it like, I'm gonna give it a few days, during which I'm gonna try to rest really well, obviously, and see if that affects it in any way. And if it's not tiredness and just generally feeling down because of everything, because of all the terrible news lately and all the shit going on, if it's nothing like that and it just persists and it's just there, regardless of mood or feelings or anything, well then I should definitely look it up, right? And I shouldn't wait too long either. I should be like, I don't know, maybe 3 days, maybe around 3 days, 4 days, something like that. Normally, these dizziness spells, normally they come and go and they last for like up to a week, up to 10 days sometimes. And even though this one started earlier, I took no medication just to see what it's gonna do for a few days. And it didn't go away, so it definitely needs what I'm taking, like my prescription for it. So there's that. Well, now it's the second day on prescription, therefore if it's like third or fourth day, maybe fifth day on prescription, if nothing changes, then maybe it's time to look it up again with not with a pathologist, not with my GP, but rather with a neurologist. I think neurologists are the one that is the specialty that is like more for shit like that. I don't think it's a pathologist, a general pathologist. I don't think so. So I would have to see someone specialized for it. Anyway, sorry if talking about this is making you uncomfortable. I mean, I'm quite uncomfortable as it is because it also stresses me. And then, you know, it gets into that weird cycle of like, oh, you know, you notice it, it stresses you, and then you stress more because of it, and then, you know, you get some like fucking anxiety or whatnot. It's kind of like fucked up. Anyway, the thing is, give it 3 more days, maybe. If it doesn't pass, I'll have it looked. It sounds like a battle plan. But for now, I think I'll go. And take it easy for the next 3 days or so. You know what? Oddly enough, thinking about, like, oddly enough, just modding, like, you know, focusing on like my mod list and like do this and that and like focusing on something and having something to do which draws my attention, I didn't even notice it. I was like, whatever. I was just modding, you know. So I don't know. Could it be just psychological? Could it be like something psychological just manifesting physically? I wonder, you know, maybe I'm feeling a lot worse than I thought, and it's coming out that way. Because I mean, you know, over the years, and especially recently, due to some circumstances, I did go and get checked, like in various for various things, and everything came out clean. Like anything from like you know, blood examinations, like my liver, my this, my that, like everything is just fine. Everything is a-okay. So I kind of find it difficult that it's like, you know, what could it fucking be? And I'm eating well enough. It's only my shitty mood and my restlessness, I guess, that could be causing it. Who knows? Or maybe it's like, maybe it's the 6G, dude. Maybe, maybe it's 5G. Oh god. Oh god. Give me a tinfoil hat and it will stop immediately. But no, yeah. No, I just like the lizard people got to me. Yeah, they're just fucking, they're consuming my brain, dude. And there ain't much left, you know, already. So yeah. But no, I'm not gonna push it. I think the right thing to do is not to push it, because if I keep playing, here's what's gonna happen. If I keep playing, especially now that I'm progressing the story, dude, this is gonna be like 7 hours or something, like last time. And well, maybe I should avoid it, even if I feel like I can do it, just because maybe I don't realize it, but maybe I need extra rest, you know. Anyway, I'll give myself some breathing space. You know. What can I say? I hate cutting it short, though. I mean, it's 2 hours is like, not too much. It's not too long. 2 hours is like warm-up, usually. And I was getting warmed up as well. Though I do have some strong opinions about what happened at the moot. Also, the way they've set up the Civil War, I can see that you might finish the game and it then might resume, right? Wouldn't it resume? Since they said it's just a truce for now, temporary and whatnot. So from the wording, it seems like after you deal with the threat of the dragons, then they will resume killing each other, won't they? And logically, you could, if you take a side, then you could participate in that. You can resume the Civil War afterwards, okay. So now that it's a truce, if I go out there and it's like I see some patrols or whatever, they're not gonna be fighting each other. That's gonna be very immersive if it's true. Well, not immersive, like, you know, realistic or reasonable. But if I see patrols fighting each other, I mean, you could headcanon it that like word has not reached all troops, or maybe some troops are more hardcore than others. I guess you could do that, but it would be really amazing if immersive patrols actually stops it for now, you know, freezes it. That would be very nice, a nice touch actually. One thing that I can't understand is like, I specifically told Tullius in the beginning I got confused, right? So I told him, yeah, sure, fuck it, let them take Riften, whatever. But then I fixed it though. It did give me the opportunity to fix it, right? It was like, I changed my mind. That's what I said, I think. I changed my mind. Let's fucking have the Rift, you know, that area. And they can keep Markarth. But Tullius acted like I betrayed them. Tullius acted as if I said, you know what, I cede both to Ulfric. Like, that was pretty weird. That was maybe perhaps like a glitch. Or did I not understand it the way I was supposed to understand it? I don't know. I'm not quite sure what to make of that dialogue, but it definitely was curious, I'd say. Even though the final result was indeed that we keep the Rift and the Stormcloaks keep Markarth, essentially. So, what was that? Was that like a dialogue fluke? What was that? I don't know. It was weird though. Whatever it was, it sounded like a glitch to me. So, you know, that's something. What else? God, anyway. But yeah, let's see what happens. Like, I'm pretty curious what's gonna happen. We're definitely gonna issue the challenge to the dragon. And I also wonder what happens. Like, I guess that voice, that shout is like for that particular dragon, probably. I don't expect. Let me see, actually. I don't expect that thing to. Snowhunter wing? Wait. I wonder if it's permanent. I doubt it though. I doubt it's permanent. I'm guessing I'm gonna use it and then I'm gonna trap the dragon and then... Yeah, that's it. Probably I'll lose it afterwards. I mean, it's only for that one dragon, right? Because that's his name, essentially. Anyway, I don't know. I don't know how that's gonna go. What else from today's lore and stuff? I don't know. Everything else was pretty standard. I wanted to explore Solitude more, but I was distracted by like feeling dizzy. And I wonder what's in the fucking Pelagius wing. Also, we didn't get to talk to Elisif at all. She was like, I tried to interact with her, and it was like just one sentence. That's it. But at least, you know, she acknowledged me, so maybe next time I go to Solitude, I can actually, like, you know, maybe ask to see her. I don't know. Curious. All this is curious. And I wonder what's in the fucking Pelagius wing. Seriously. My bet is... It can be two things in there. So... Vampires. I'm thinking maybe that guy was a goal. I mean, like, you know, go bring my master, and like I need his attention and all that. That sounds very much like someone who has been, you know, who's a thrall or something. So I'm thinking vampires, or like a Daedra. Yeah, either or it's gonna be. And because like Sibyl was a vampire, maybe they're connected and there's like a covenant or something in Solitude. I don't know. Besides, where the fuck is Sybil? I mean, we went through the whole castle. Maybe she's staying in the Pelagius wing, because I didn't see any fucking laboratory or such. So who the fuck knows? We'll see. Solitude is definitely interesting, but will it beat? Is it gonna beat Winterhold? Wait, Windhelm. Yeah. Wait, where is Ulfric? Ulfric is in Windhelm, right? Isn't that where we did the quest with quote unquote Jack the Ripper? That was a pretty cool town. I don't know if Solitude's storylines can beat that. Which is ironic because I actually hate everything that has to do with Ulfric. And oh, yeah, that's what I wanted to say. Dude, he's so fucking... He's a moron, honestly. I mean, I get Elisif listening to Tullius, because I mean, you get the typical dynamic where you have like the more experienced general and the inexperienced like queen to be, and for the time being she's taking orders like from Tullius, and it's like a bit of a sensitive matter because then people can allude to the fact that Tullius is running Solitude and not Elisif, and therefore Tullius is gonna be very influential when she's queen or something. But at the same time, Ulfric, oh my god, dude. Like, yeah, we're here and you're all bitches, and like, yeah, fuck the Imperials, and like, I mean, I even gave him, which, if I'm honest, I was gonna say I'd pick the same option. That's why I didn't like load or anything when we told Ellen when to fuck off. But you know, we did him a solid there. Like, why wouldn't he not like? Why would he not like even recognize that? Even say, well, you know, like, yeah, whatever. It's between like the Empire and the Stormcloaks and not the Thalmor, and maybe that's a bit better. But no, he's a complete moron. He's fully hardcore. He's like, no, you're all fucking pigs. Yeah, you know, Stormcloaks forever. Like, what the fuck? Like, that guy is like crazy for sure. Like, he's fucking crazy. And basically what he did is like he took advantage of like the stupid fucking rule. Why does there always have to be this this trial by combat thing? Like, this has to be the most stupid thing I've ever heard. Like, you know, in any iteration, any piece of literature, like any kind of like trial by combat, or like, you know, we're gonna resolve this through dueling. Like, what's that gonna prove? What if like one side is weaker, but the other side is wrong? Like, isn't that like the epitome of might makes right? Like, whenever I've seen this, let's take Lord of the Rings for example. Okay, hey, I like Tyrion, I guess a bit, even though he's a fucking bastard. In the sense, not in the family sense, but in the sense of like, he's a little fucking bastard, isn't he? You know, all of them are in Game of Thrones, but like, how come I can't say, well, I guess civilized is a word I could use. Well, you know, at that technological level, let's say, and at that cultural level, okay, despite how they use it and how they like carry themselves through it, how can they still have trial by combat? All right, like, they're not cavemen, and they do seem to understand like the power of diplomacy, and like they do seem to understand that like sometimes, I don't know, maybe I'm wrong though, maybe they're just civilized on the exterior, and like I mean, there's lots of murder. I guess I can't fucking, I guess I disagree so much with that thing that I can't I immediately fault it if I see it. Perhaps that's it. Perhaps that's what's happening. That it makes sense that it's there, but I'm faulting it because I just can't fucking stomach it, you know. But yeah, the same thing here. Like what? So Ulfric walks in. The other guy is down with fever or whatever. I know that's not what happened, but like I'm just saying, you just wait until your political opposition is like down with like some sort of sickness, or whatever, and then you say, okay, now you're gonna have to fight me because fuck you, get out of bed, like I don't know, like fucking burning with fever. You can't fucking deny me. Let's duel, and then you kill them, and then you ride. What? or let's say you just go and fucking murder someone in front of everyone's eyes, and then you're like, you know, nope, trial by combat. I'm picking that for sure. Or maybe there are like some what? I don't know. I was about to say, if you have rules and restrictions for that, for any form of trial by combat, then you would recognize that it's problematic because you're trying to fix it. So why do you still have it if you're trying to fix it? You see what I mean? What's the point of this intermediate stage where you're trying to restrict it, like maybe saying, yeah, it's still gonna be applied, it's gonna be applicable, but not when the other person is sick or not. What? Just fucking remove it anyway. So the whole thing here, from what I've gathered so far, is like that Ulfric took advantage of that, and it seems to me, he's very ruthless, right? So if he's so ruthless, he probably knew, right, that what was his name? Torig. That Torig was like not such a strong fighter, right? So with a little bit of a push from the voice, you know, a little bit of like shook him up and then fucking killed him. And isn't it, God, I don't fucking remember if I'm right or not, but I think even Ulfric himself, didn't he say when we asked him that it's not that he was useless in combat, you know, Torig, it's just that he legit just admitted that, like, oh, you know, maybe it wouldn't have happened if he didn't have the voice or something like that. Like, you know, I think he said something, and I'm paraphrasing it now wildly, but didn't he say something like, you know, I didn't shout him to pieces, but essentially the voice did most of the job. Which then, what does that make Ulfric then? A coward, right? I mean, of course, you play the advantage, okay, I get that. But I don't think there was tactics behind it. I think it was just more like, well, I can't do it in any other way. Let me just fucking go and fucking as fucking. Ah, God, I don't know. I don't like it. I really don't like it. Like, there comes a point where you say, even if you like the Stormcloaks, like, what kind of leader is that, right? And if you do support that leader, or that kind of leader, then you are also immediately going to support the next one who does the same thing and claims the same things. What if someone shows up and says, okay, Ulfric went to the moot? Like, imagine that for a second. Like, you know, someone in his command says, like, oh my god, you know, Ulfric accepted the moot just because the Dragonborn, who in my case is an Imperial, right, asked him to, and so does that make Ulfric like the dog of the Empire or whatever? And so that guy could then go to Ulrich and, like, you know, shout him to pieces or whatever. And then everyone who's now Stormcloak will be then Stormcloak 0.2. Like, you know, 1.2. It seems to me like that's a very shitty fucking situation. Like, the whole thing is just absurd. Anyway. There's still some coffee left here. That's nice. Sorry for the slurping, but if it was audible, I mean, I don't know if it was, but if it was, sorry. But yeah, that's the thing, right? I don't know. What do you think about this shit? Like, Honestly, now that we're getting to the thick of it, it's kind of like, oh, and don't even get me started on the fucking graybeards. Like, these assholes are like, hey, you know what? Go do our bidding. Go do this, go do that. And you're like a fucking problem solver and a go-getter. And you do all that shit and you solve the problems and you get the getters. And in the end, they just look down on you like, oh my god, the way you solved that, it violated our whatever rules. God. Honestly, all the sides are bitching too much. They were bitching at the mood. I don't think they were bitching before. But I do think that the Stormcloaks are bitches, honestly. Oh shit. Just a second. Okay, I went to get a piece of paper to wipe my glasses clean, and well, I managed to almost do something bad. But yeah, I would say that they went from like 4 out of 10 in terms of bitching, with 10 being like constant yapping, to fucking 8 in the mood, like everyone. Ironically, the only one who didn't bitch, but we didn't give her the chance to, was Ellenwen, right? I don't think she was like... I think she was pretty reasonable somehow, which surprised me. But still, I mean... Fuck, you know what? Maybe we should have let her stay. But here's the problem, like, he's one example, whereas like every other Thalmor we've seen is a fucking idiot. They're fucking racist idiots. Just as much as the Stormcloaks. Though I think if Ellenwen says something, then I'm guessing like the rest have to obey her. I think they're more like they're more likely to be very loyal to her, and like if she says that there's a truce, then but I don't know. I mean, just her presence there was to me a little bit disturbing. Like, who called her? Who fucking... You know, she shouldn't be involved in all that stuff. I mean, they've done enough damage already. And they've forced the Empire to do enough damage already in their fucking... you know, to avoid them doing even more, even worse, you know. So, like, does she really have to be there? Like, I don't think so. I don't think so. And I think she herself actually left so easily just because she knows that in the end it doesn't matter like what you know, from her point of view, it doesn't matter what the Imperials or the Stormcloaks are gonna decide, because in the end you know, in her mind, and probably actually has the power to fuck them both combined. So yeah, what does she care what a few old men and some sluts decide in a fucking stone chamber? You know, she doesn't fucking care, I guess. There's another reason why I just didn't want her there. I don't know, but it appears to me that like the High Elves have gained the most from this dragon invasion. So even if they didn't kindle it, you know, they're the ones who are actually benefiting from all this chaos the most, you know, obviously. I also wonder if we kept her there, Would she actually try to sabotage it? Would she actually go on and say something that would stop us from... Maybe she would, because, for example, what if we said... Yeah, because, for example, in Markarth, there are like... there is a delegation of the Thalmor there, right? I mean, I remember there was this guy with his, you know, goons, and he was like just acting like he owns the place. Remember those guys back in Markarth? So maybe if we tried to trade Markarth, she would be like, no, no way, I'm not allowing this, like, you know, and maybe she would fucking ruin everything, I don't know. And that's why I just, you know, even if it got picked due to a timeout in the dialogue, I think I would have asked her to leave as well. I don't know. I'm not even sure why the fucking... So, Delphine and Esbern, what were they doing there? That confused me a little bit, right? I mean, we're discussing the dragons, but that particular mood is for Thanes and such, right? And for Jarls. Well, not Thanes, Jarls, yeah. So what is Delphine and Esbern doing there? Just because it has to do with dragons? It doesn't make sense. I think both here and Esbern were as out of place as Elenwen, for the matter. Esbern then helps us with some advice and the wards, but that could have waited outside. I mean, they could have just made them wait outside, or just not come at all, and then I could go to them, and you know, Esbern would still help me probably. You know, him being Esbern, he would help, despite Delphine's bitching. So why were they there then? So also unnecessary. And what about the Greybeards themselves? I mean, sure, the mood can be held there, but to add to the bitching, I mean, yeah, but I'm trying to reason it out a little bit, you know, to logic it. So, like, the Greybeards were like, oh, can't you see, it's the end of the world, can't you, like, what did they contribute to the conversation? Nothing that anyone else couldn't have contributed. Like, oh, please don't fight, and please think about the dragons. Like, that's basically their part in it. Like, really, that's all. Think of the dragons. Think about the dragons. That's all. Like, oh, don't fight among you. Let us bitch instead. And remember, the wagons. Okay. I don't know. It feels as if this should have been done in Solitude, actually. Though again, like, I don't see how Ulfric would agree. They would need neutral ground, right? So neutral ground is basically High Hrothgar because everyone respects it. No one would kill each other there, presumably, because you never know. But you know, I get that at least. Yeah, I guess then that's the explanation then. It's like it's neutral grounds and it's like everyone will respect it, and you know, less interference, less possibility of interference, perhaps. Okay, I can see that. I can see that. But here is something else. Why are we there? Have you thought about that? Like, why are we there? Why does our word count even? Like, think about it realistically. I'm not... So in Mass Effect, you're like this or that special forces, and you're like, you know, you're important. Here we're the Dragonborn, but honestly, does that mean that we should have a say? That's very curious to me now that I think about it. Does that mean that people should just listen to what we're saying. Like, I mean, I don't doubt that they do, but I'm questioning, like, why? So what if the Dragonborn was a complete psychopath? Would they still listen? Like, because if so, then that's a very problematic system of allegiances with very flawed priorities. Don't you think? Like, think about it. It's like, I mean, I happen to be something of, how could I characterize the way I play? I guess kind of like chaotic good? Chaotic neutral? Probably good. I think the way I'm playing, it's probably more towards good. Definitely chaotic, but imagine if, like, what if I was a fucking psychopath? What then? Would I still be allowed into the mood, and would I still be asked, you know, of my opinion of what should happen? Deciding the fate of a war? That's weird, isn't it? Like, do I really... Should I have been there? should the Dragonborn, be, you know, be included in such a political conversation? I mean... If you think about it without time constraints, then at that point you might already be very influential. You might already be like the Thane of this and that hold, right? And therefore you do have some influence, though that is never really portrayed in the game, which is a weak point in the game for me. Like, you never have any tasks or any real responsibilities as a Thane. It's more like, I don't know. But anyway, so anyway, let me back up a little. So without time constraints, right? Without time constraints, you become influential enough, and then it makes sense. With realistic time constraints, you wouldn't have the time to become a Thane everywhere, right? And therefore, when the time comes, why would people actually accept you in the mood? Maybe you could convince them to go there because, I don't know, maybe you're very charismatic, who knows, right? But why would they accept your word over anyone else's? Because to them you'd just be a peasant, right? But with just a unique ability. Which basically is what you are, actually. I don't know. Obviously the Greybeards trust you, and they seem to believe that it doesn't matter who the vessel is, as long as you're the Dragonborn. Like, as far as they're concerned, you're like basically like MVP. And so, you know, but what about the rest though? Would they just accept you because the Greybeards accept you? In you know, under realistic time constraints where you don't have the time to help people, you don't have the time to build your fame, you don't have the time to do anything, you know? I don't know, the mood is a very interesting subject, and how it worked. Anyway. Fuck, this really is a short stream, isn't it? Like 3 hours? That's nothing. And one of them has been talking. And I've been basically monologuing. I mean, no one else is saying anything. Damn. Well, okay. Enough with the philosophical or academic or whatever else debate or moral debate or anything. I should stop for now, in light of being dizzy and everything. Even though now, to be honest, it kind of passed, or I'm not feeling it just because I've been focused on what we're saying. The moment I start playing again, It might get to me, who knows? But it goes to show how fucking capricious this thing is. And also how highly annoying it is, because, I mean, I could now decide to continue the fucking stream, and then it might get me in like 20 minutes, and then I might be like, oh, you know what, maybe I should stop. Like, I don't want to do that, right? It's best to just rest, for now. That said, I do feel a responsibility towards you, I don't know. I do feel like I'm letting you down, because we played for 2 hours, and then I was talking for 1 hour, and that's not what you're here for, is it? But then again, I mean, what can I do? I don't know. And there is so much I want to talk about, but not just about Skyrim. But the thing is, I don't want to do that. I don't want to use like my stream to talk about what I want to talk about in real life. I don't know, it doesn't feel too right. I mean, as I've said in the past, I'm already like as intimate as I, you know, more than I should be with you guys. I don't know. And when I say intimate, I'm saying like, I'm meaning it in like, in the sense that I'm sharing a lot about myself, therefore, or already have. Therefore, I don't want to, you know, go past that limit. Like, I'm already telling you about what ails me. We're already talking about like this or that. So, you know, in real life stuff that has been happening to me. And I'm feeling like, you know, at this point, if I keep like talking about things that I have in my mind, it might be, you know, as I said that time, like 20 streams back, 30 streams back, like it might be a little bit too intimate, you know, it might be a little bit too personal, you know, too close. So yeah, I don't want to add to that sensation, or to take away from the sensation that this is mostly, like for the vast part, a gaming stream. And so, you know, for a gaming stream, I mean, I've streamed 2 hours and now I've been talking for 1 hour, as I said. Even though it's been talking about the game. So, I guess that kind of is okay, I would say. Discussing the game. I mean, just playing it, you know. What are you supposed to do? Just play it and not comment on like what you see? I don't know, that's kind of dumb, isn't it? Plus all these points are like I'm gonna fucking hardly remember all of these points. So sometimes I have to stop and like talk about what I feel about the game, or when the time comes when we finish it and I'm like, okay, well, I'm gonna give you my opinion now, I'll be forgetting so much. So maybe it's better to just when it builds up, to then, you know, talk about it and then move on, right? And so the mood is pretty important, and yeah, I talked about it. And there is a saying, talking about the game is definitely okay. Yeah, I would like to think so. I guess my only gripe for today is that really I wanted to stream more, and I mean, by now I have proven my worth to you all as a stream warrior, because I've been streaming like non-stop, like 7 hours, 8 hours, 6 hours, you know, every single stream. I think I've done some that have been like 4 or 5 hours, but hey, listen, you're getting your, I was gonna say your money's worth, but there's no money involved, so you're getting stuff, okay? You're fucking getting stuff, alright? Listen, I can't do much more for you. I can. That's the most I can do for you. And sometimes, you know, that's gonna fluctuate. Sometimes I'm not gonna be feeling okay. And, you know, these days are kind of like these days, where I'm not feeling too well, you know. But dude, I should seriously look into it, because, for example, talking about all this shit, like, definitely fucking dispelled whatever fucking dizziness I had for some fucking reason, and now I'm feeling okay. Anyway, that's beyond the point. What's not beyond the point is that maybe I will let 3 days pass, 3 or 4 days pass, and then I'll have that. Is that okay? Like in 3 or 4 days, Neris, for you, if we have that discussion? I think Sam is gonna be fine. Though I'll ask him to, and we can arrange it, and then we can have that little discussion about, you know, really trying to kind of like analyze how we felt about Final Fantasy, how we feel about Final Fantasy. Now, I don't even know why that is interesting or why that is important, but there is something about talking shit about games. And when I say talking shit in this instance, in this particular instance, it's like, in general, just discussing them, you know? And to me, I don't know, like, for me, the reason why I want to do it is because I guess it's kind of like a reaction. I guess it's reactionary, you know that? I think it's reactionary. Just because a lot of people are praising it, no one, I don't think I've seen a single video on YouTube, a single one, where someone is definitely negative towards the game. Now there's two possibilities here. One, they get overwhelmed and they don't care to do that because they're gonna get overwhelmed by toxic positivity, and I'm just gonna leave it at that, okay? Or two, the game is solid perfect, like fucking perfect, and even people who say, oh, it's not perfect but it's like a 9 out of 10, even then at heart they think it's a 10 out of 10. So, you know, they just say the thing to just say the thing. It's not, you know, it has its flaws, but in reality they also think that it's perfect. So I don't see any other possibility, or people just don't give a fuck, which I also don't think is the case, because a lot of people actually give a fuck about the game and they talk a lot about it. It's just that they talk about it as if it's a second coming of Christ himself, you know? And that kind of, you know, makes me want to react to that, you know? And I've tried to do it in the past, and it was very, what's the word? Sloppy. Okay? It was very sloppy. And it was very subjective, and it was very heated as well. And even the second time I tried to do it, I feel I forgot to say a lot of things, and that's because at the time I was grieving real life stuff. I wasn't grieving for Final Fantasy, for fuck's sake. I was real stuff, you know. We lost someone in the family, and I wasn't there 100%, and I couldn't make my case, and I was kind of like the whole thing was stumped, you know. And yeah, I want to do it solid and like be as objective as possible. Like, don't compare it to other games, you know. Put it in a vacuum and really identify what in the end, you know, I think constitutes like the negative sides of the game. Because I don't think, I think only, whoa, you know what, there has been one video, and that was Lazy Peons, and it got flamed so hard, he's still recovering from the burns. They burned him they roasted him so fucking hard, and unfairly, by the way, and so fucking zealously, that he had to take it down. Like, to me that was like, wow, really? You're gonna take it down? And then he even had to go and make another video in which he then thought that the game was okay, but nothing had changed. Like, the only thing that changed was like that he didn't want to fucking alienate all the crazy fucking people that we're flaming his video. I think, at least. Though in his second video I could see some of the positives that he mentioned, but the fact that he made a complete U-turn and suddenly the game was cool and it was just him who wasn't ready the first time. Bro, no, listen, stand by what you say, okay? Don't delete your stupid video. Anyway, too late now. But like, yeah, whatever. Maybe he changed his mind for real. That doesn't mean anything to me. I just find it very, very interesting, you know. And so yeah. And you know, I don't mind getting flamed or not getting flamed. I don't fucking care. So I'm gonna do it. And yeah. So I'm thinking do that actually in like 3 or 4 days if I'm feeling better. If not, well then, you know, I guess you'll know because you won't see any streams in the coming days, I guess, and I'll be having an appointment with a doctor. But yeah, no, you should probably see a video, a stream, not a video. And a few days after that, I'll just make it up for you, or to you, with more Skyrim. How about that? A proper stream, given that my health is like S tier, S plus, A plus at least. Then I'm gonna give you like what you want. Then I'm gonna give you like the 6 or 7 hours that you're coming here for. But for now you're gonna have to excuse me. It's not always gonna be peachy, isn't it? So it's one of those times where I'm gonna have to cut it short and, you know, consolidate and cut my losses and other cool buzzwords and buzz terms and buzz sentences or whatever, all of which signify that I better give it a rest for the day because I'm not feeling too well. And even then, you know, like, how many times like have I said like, oh, lately I'm not feeling too well, if I need to I'll stop, right? And I never stopped because I, you know, honestly I was feeling okay. But this one time I have to also be honest again and say that nope, I feel it in my bones. I should stop streaming right now. That said, thank you for watching and thank you for bearing with me, and thank you for sticking around if you did to hear me bitch and moan about the mood and what happened there and about the other things. And hey, you know, I'll see you next stream, whether that is sooner or later, and whether it's for Final Fantasy critiquing or for Skyrim, right? Oh, and something else. I'm gonna do that Final Fantasy video for one more reason, because I decided that I don't ever fucking want to talk about anything else MMO related in such depth, so I guess I'm gonna kind of like exercise it. Yeah. That's all. I knew MMOs are gonna be such a weird subject to both stream and talk about. It's so uncomfortable. I don't you know, I don't think that I will ever touch on the subject again after next time for any MMO ever, or even stream one ever again. Like, I feel like it's not worth the trouble, you know. It's not worth the discussion. It's not worth anything. Like, I'll do it this one time, I'll do it right, and that's gonna be it, honestly. And that's why I also need to have you know, another couple of opinions there to make sure that we all correct each other if we come to the wrong conclusion, you know, see what we agree on, what we don't agree on. Like, you know, 3 perspectives is better than 1 perspective, okay? And if you want to have a discussion or something, it's better to do it like with other people than like no one in particular and just talk in the air, you know. Anyway, yeah, thank you very much, guys, and sorry for cutting it short today, but yeah, health is always gonna come first, and I'll always be honest about that. All right, so thank you for watching, and catch you sooner or later. Okay, stay safe.